Hi, my name is Leanne. Welcome to the first episode of Studio Insider from my studio in the River Arts District of Asheville. I had a message from another fellow mosaic artist who wanted to know if I use a grinder, and if I do, what circumstances would I use it for? Do I use it all the time? How often? And so forth. And so I thought maybe I would demonstrate a little bit about situations where I would use one. I don't use it all the time, but I do have one. I'm glad to have one. It's real handy. But I only use it in certain situations. Part of the reason is because, especially with my random backgrounds, I don't have to be real rigid about the size or the shape of the tile that goes in there. So every now and then I'll find myself in a situation like this one where I have a particular space that I need to fill. It has to fit, and if I don't cut it perfect, then the only way for me to get it to fit then is to use the grinder to take off a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do, if you can see this tile, and this is a type of tile that I would grind because it's ridged on the back. So if I'm going to cut it, I start with a big tile like this, no big deal. But then if I need to take a little nibble off the side of it, I may slip on those ridges and can't get it an accurate cut for a little nibble. So that would be the reason why I would use it. So I just kind of hold it up there and see what I want, what my goal is, and give it a cut. And then if I hold it up there, I can see that I don't quite have it right. I've got it too big. And on this side, I need to take some off. And you can see how the lefts just kind of slip. So I still have a little bit too much right there. So what I'm going to do is carve that off with the grinder. I'll just take that little tiny bit right there off, wipe that off, and then I can butter it up and pop it right in there. Voila! So that's a situation where I would use a grinder, even though I don't run into too many of those situations in any given mosaic, but it's real handy to have. So thank you, and join me for the next episode of Studio Insider that will come out next quarter. Thank you. Bye-bye.